the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure.
It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. The crowd here in anticipation of their home team Cavaliers in an interconference battle here at the Quicken Loans Arena. Now Golden State's starting five. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. Barnes and Green of the forward set. And it's Bogut in at the five.
And Steph Curry, 6'3" and about 195. I mean, a slender frame. You look back to high school and college, and that was one of the question marks. Did he have the strength to succeed?
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
Now here's Curry from 17 feet out. Thompson with the rebound. James outside. On the wing, Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. And it's James missing. On defense, Cleveland. And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Curry. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Irving dishes to Love. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Thompson. And that one's good. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Now, here is Irving. Love the pass to Thompson. Klay Thompson grabs the miss.
Hey, I like creativity and a circus finish as much as anybody. But you better be sure you got a chance to make it.
Curry kicks to Green. Curry dishes to Thompson. And Green gets it to go.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Now here's James. Love right side. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing.
Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
On its way from Irving for 2. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Curry attacking. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year for the chance to get one.
And the wide open shot from Green. No good on the 3.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
The wide open look for Love. They get the rebound. LeBron's shot is good. James has got his first points of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
tees it up and banks it in.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you a problem.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Guys, Steve Kerr gave me a few moments to catch up with him. I asked him if there was an X factor in this game, a player they couldn't forget about, and he said it would have to be Tristan Thompson, the power forward out of Texas. He said Thompson is still developing from a skill standpoint, but his motor is really off the charts. You always have to find him and get a body on him when the shot goes up, because the guy never takes a play off. Guys, they've been forewarned. We'll see if they take it to heart.
And thank you, Doris. Green, the pass to Iguodala. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. It goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Now here's Curry. Thompson from long range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his third assist on the night. The Cavaliers trail by 4. .135 left to play in the first quarter. And that's going to be a travel. Mozgov, he's checked in for Cleveland. Von Shumpert has come in for J.R. Smith. Golden State also making some changes. Bazili's checked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Now here's Iguodala. Pulls up on the elbow. Mozgov grabs the board.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Picked by Mozgov. 1:04 left to play in the first. Shumpert dishes to Mozgov. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Here's Space following the score by Cleveland.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Pass to Fry. The 3. Warriors with the rebound.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Iguodala, that's good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Here's Mozgov.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Here's Spates. Spates missing again.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss. And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's.
And now a chance to hear from Stephen Curry about the team's struggles of late.
Whether we made shots or not, we felt like we.
You know, Clark, when you hear a talent as tremendous as Curry talk about what a struggle it is, you know you're watching just outstanding basketball.
Well, I tell you what, I like that kind of serious and focused attitude that's really always been Curry's approach. It's one of the reasons he's always working to get better and hone and upgrade his game, and how he's able to take it that 1 notch forward each season.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Just the way they've been able to pound that backcourt. I think that's been the difference.
Establishment of a good low post presence, a big part of the success.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter to play. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Mozgov is out there with Channing Frye, and it's Dellavedova in at the 1.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014, and in the very first leg of that contract promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Mozgov, a screen on Thompson. Out to Shumpert. Cleveland moving the ball around. Fry passes to Mozgov. Good. Mozgov's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Azili. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Cleveland leading by 3. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked really strong together.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Here is Livingston. Green, the screen. Thompson for 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. That's 10 points for Klay Thompson.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a 3-point battle taking shape here.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Mozgov. Love comes in for Channing Frye. And Smith subbed in for Shumpert. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. It's a pick by Love. Dellavedova kicks to Love. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Thompson outside. And shot on the way. Up again. And Bogut slams it in.
Was there any doubt what he was going to do with that putback? Flush it down.
Oh, that's some energy we just witnessed right there.
And that's the kind of energy you have to display when you want to attack that offensive glass.
It's stolen by Bogut. And even 3-on-3 break. And the rejection by Love. And now LeBron pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Looks a big high bouncing goes in. And 12 points for Klay Thompson. Cavaliers leading. Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. Love the pass to Smith. And a miss there on the triple. The Warriors have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Thompson misses. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Another miss by James.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation. I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
And Cleveland making a change here. Irving's checked in, and then for they set the pick. 1:30 left to play here in the half. 6 to shoot. The drive by Bogut. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Bogut's got 4 points this quarter. As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball.
States. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And in rush, he's checked in for Andrew Bogut.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
And it's Irving missing. The Warriors have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Iguodala dishes to Rush. Wants to get it to Spates and does. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Smith for three. They get it back. Love kicks to Smith over Rush. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Clark. And that misses. That would have put him up. Outside Irving. Three-pointer. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And that'll do it for the first.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period. So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take...
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Barnes and Green of a forward set. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And it's Irving missing.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted. And really, I like the movement and communication there.
To the inside. It's stolen by Bogut. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. It's going to be 2 free throws. True contact on the shot. This is his first chance at the line tonight. That free throw missing.
And guys, you talk about ascendant stars in the NBA. None brighter than Steph Curry, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game a season ago. But what I love, he doesn't let it go to his head. I mean, he remains grounded and focused on winning.
Thompson with the bucket.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
What I like, though, about Stephen Curry also is his demeanor. Clark, he cheers on his teammates, keeps his head up through adversity. He does it all.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed, and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship-caliber superstar.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And those mid-season trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. That one wide left.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. Curry attacking. Nobody near Barnes. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Yeah, and, you know, they built the roster to how they played best mid-season. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Irving for 3. No good. Great tee that time from Curry. Green passes to Curry. And, yes, sir, that one drops. And now a 9-point Warrior lead.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Irving for three. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Kyrie Irving may be the best ball handler in the league. There are a lot of guys with a good handle. He is definitely in the top 5. If not, he's got to be in the conversation.
And arguably the most talented player at his position. I mean, he can get wherever he wants to on the court. He's athletic, an unbelievable finisher as well. I think that's something that oftentimes gets underrated. Maybe the best finisher in the league.
Agreed. 5 to shoot. Here's Livingston. Softly drops in the floater. Livingston's got his second basket of the night.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
And, you know, Kyrie Irving really ambidextrous as a ball handler because you can't play him to one side, and he's ambidextrous as a finisher, too. He's so creative and crafty. Terrific at the rim with both hands.
Now the pass to Love. All alone. And the jumper falls for him. Love's got his first 2 points. Warriors leading by 8. Livingston dishes to Barnes from deep. Green, and the shot is good.
And one thing about Irving's ball handling, he does a great job of protecting the ball. A very low rate of turnovers for a player as aggressive as he is on the bounce.
The drive by Thompson. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Livingston kicks to Ezeli. The screen from Thompson. Livingston passes to Green. 4 on the shot clock. That's good. Green's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Thompson, a screen on Thompson. Irving for 3. No luck. Good D by Thompson.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
To the middle. Irving dishes to Love. Back to Irving. Pass to Love. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Good D by Thompson. Warriors leading by 11. 44 seconds left here in the third quarter. The feed to Green. That's a 2 from Barnes. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Irving with it. He's got 8. Down low. And Love throws it down.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Warriors leading by 11. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
The drive by Shumpert. Feeds it to Frye. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Here's Rush. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
Shumpert, no good. Warriors leading by 14. Bogut kicks to Iguodala. Curry passes to Rush. Makes it from 10. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Mozgov.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finish.
Look at that jam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia.
And for Kyrie Irving, it had been a long time coming. Last season, he finally played in his first postseason with the Cavs. And up until the unfortunate injury, he certainly made the most of it.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Steve Kerr was saying to the team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And think again about the playoffs last year, Clark. They weren't all sunshine and roses for Irving. He had to play through a tough leg injury in the conference semifinals, and, of course, the injury in the finals, the fractured kneecap, and he was gone.
Yeah, that was really painful to watch, seeing him go out for the rest of the playoffs with that fractured kneecap. A freak injury, but he'll grow from it and be better.
The Cavaliers trail by 16. James outside jumper. There's the triple. Good.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Barbosa against Shumpert. And here is Barbosa. He kicks to Curry. Shoots the 3. Shot is no good. Good D by Irving. From deep. Here's Fry. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Clark, he's checked in for the Warriors.
And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Spates, and he makes good on the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Mozgov dishes to Irving. Fires the 3. That's good. Irving's got it back down to single digits for the Cavs. And for the Warriors last year, they would end the season with 67 wins. That number, Clark, tying for the 6th best win total in NBA history.
And my guess is only a few people saw it coming. I mean, and as the season wore on, it became more and more apparent that the Warriors were for real, but it took a while for people to accept that fact.
Iguodala with the steal. And Curry with the clear path to the hoop. Finished off the break.
That was the 3rd straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. 149
left to play here in the fourth. Not that time. His sixth miss. He's made 4 of 10 so far. And slam dunk by Shumpert.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
For the Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson comes in for Mozgov. And Kevin Love is subbed in for Channing Frye. Golden State also making some changes. Green comes in for Maurice Spates. There's Thompson in for Ian Clark.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Shumpert gets a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 14 points for Iman Shumpert.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, you know, his shooting has got them in a position to win this game now, and with the clock winding down and the score where it is, I think his green light is always on, and it's going to stay on here. He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Now Thompson. Now the dish to Curry. Back to Thompson. And the rejection by Love. Bogut sets a screen for Iguodala. He feeds it to Bogut. Over Love. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, a bit over eager right there. Left his feet too early.
Yeah, and if you're already boxed out like he was, just back up. Because if you don't, you're going to get called for the over-the-back foul every time.
J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. And both free throws good for LeBron.
And that makes it a one-possession game, guys. Got to be the biggest free throws of the game thus far.
Clark, they'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Kicks it out to Iguodala. Open shot. Green. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip. Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Curry with it. He's picked up by Irving. The drive by Green. Outside for Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
And even though he missed that, you have to take those shots when you get the opportunity.
Exactly. They don't come much better or easier than that.
So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Clay.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille. Bogut, who notched his
under his opponent's skin and leading his team to victory. He did all the little things that you need to be a championship.